I have a question about temporary protection directive. Yesterday, Polish president vetoed the law which would extend support for Ukrainians. So I have a okay. So does it mean that the current regulation will expire at the end of September? So if no new law is accepted, does it mean that Ukrainians will lose support? And the second question is about healthcare, because Polish president also said that access to healthcare should be conditional of paying taxes, contributions, and so on. Is it in line with the directive?
Yes, Marcus.
Thanks very much for the questions. On the draft law, we have seen the reports. The Commission does not comment on draft legislation. So that's what I can say on the issue itself, on the text itself that we are discussing about. Now, when it comes to temporary protection and the temporary protection directive in general, our position is well known. Since Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine, the Commission stood ready to support Ukraine and its people, and we will continue to do so for as long as it takes. Since the start of Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine, over 4.3 million displaced people from Ukraine have found safety, shelter and opportunities across the EU. And in June 2025, the Commission set out a common European path for the future of Ukrainian refugees in the EU. This will ensure stability and continued protection until March 2027, whilst paving the way for a transition out of temporary protection once the necessary conditions are met. So now that's important also to reply directly to your questions. Member States adopted the prolongation of temporary protection at the Home Affairs Council in July until 2027. By doing so, the EU is reinforcing its unwavering commitment to support Ukraine for as long as needed. So now on the social benefits and on medical benefits. The level of social and family benefits varies from one member state to another. In general, according to the directive, member states have to provide, if there's not sufficient resources themselves by the beneficiaries, have to provide people enjoying temporary protection with the necessary assistance in terms of social welfare, medical care and livelihood. However, the Temporary Protection Directive does not provide for an amount or a minimum threshold of social assistance. Its level remains for member states to decide.
Thank you, Marcus, for recalling also some of the provisions in the Temporary Protection Directive. Yes, and do you have a follow-up?
So I would like to clarify one thing. I'm talking about healthcare. Can access to healthcare be conditional?
Necessary assistance is provided for under the directive, but the threshold or a minimum threshold is not provided for. That's what I can say.
Okay. Other questions to Marcus? Yes, please.
Thank you. It's a follow-up on that. Olena Abramovich, Radio Free Europe. I was wondering if not providing medical or social help for people who don't work, that means they don't have income, means that it's a breach of this directive. And another question also regarding this temporary protection, does EU anyhow help EU member states with funds to provide this social help for Ukrainian refugees? Thank you.
Thank you very much for the question. Yes, so to your first question, I just tried to explain that. So assistance must be provided, but how much is to be determined by member states. On the second one, yes, we do provide funding. We do provide lots of funding. We have just recently, before the summer, published a decision to provide another 3 billion for member states hosting Ukrainian refugees. That's something we do.